Debt. Just the word makes most people feel heavy. But what if I told you that debt isn't just a chain holding you down? It can be the very pipeline that leads to wealth. For most, debt means stress, sleepless nights, and the fear of never catching up. But the truth is, money doesn't care about emotions. It's a tool. And debt, used strategically, is the lever that can lift you from survival to freedom. This video isn't about avoiding debt. It's about flipping the script, turning debt into cash flow, turning loans into leverage, turning what once held you back into what pushes you forward. If you've ever felt trapped in debt, this is for you, because after today, you'll never see debt the same way again. Debt can be either a trap or a tool. The choice is yours. Most people treat debt like poison. They borrow for things that lose value. Cars, gadgets, vacations. That's consumer debt. And yes, it keeps you broke. But the wealthy, they borrow differently. They use debt as leverage to buy assets, things that make money. They understand that money borrowed wisely is not a chain. It's a ladder. Imagine two people. The first racks up $10,000 in credit card debt, buying clothes, dinners, and electronics. That $10,000 disappears the moment it's spent, and the interest piles up. The second person takes the same $10,000, but borrows at a low rate to invest in a food truck. The truck brings $3,000 a month in sales. Yes, they owe money, but now the debt is tied to cash flow. In 2 years, the truck pays itself off, and after that, it's pure profit. Same $10,000. One creates chains, the other creates freedom. Debt is not the enemy. Ignorance is. When you learn to aim debt at assets instead of toys, you stop being a borrower and you start being an investor. Right now, is your debt building you up or slowly bleeding you dry? Cash flow is king, and debt can buy you cash flow. The rich don't ask, how much does it cost? They ask, what does it produce? That's the mindset shift. A $200,000 mortgage sounds terrifying unless it's on a rental property that pays $1,500 profit every month. Suddenly, that debt is working harder than you are. Cash flow flips debt from being a liability to being an engine. Every dollar of borrowed money must answer one question. How will this make me more money? If your debts don't generate income, why are you carrying them? As Robert Kiyosaki puts it, good debt puts money in your pocket. Bad debt takes money out. The wealthy know this secret. They use debt as a lever, not a weight. Discipline turns debt into wealth. Recklessness turns wealth into debt. Most people lose, not because they don't earn, but because they don't manage. If you borrow to build, you need discipline. To reinvest, not splurge. To live below your means until your assets can pay for your lifestyle. Discipline is the firewall that keeps opportunity from collapsing into chaos. Take Mark. He built an online business using a $5,000 loan. In the first year, the business made $30,000. But instead of upgrading his car or flexing on Instagram, he reinvested. Better ads, better website, better product. Within 3 years, that $5,000 loan became a business worth $250,000. If he had spent recklessly, the loan would have destroyed him. Discipline turned it into wealth. Debt doesn't ruin people. Lack of discipline does. If you can master yourself, you can master money, even borrowed money. Are you disciplined enough to turn borrowed money into lasting wealth? The pipeline to wealth is built with small, strategic moves. Wealth rarely comes from one big jackpot. It comes from stacking small, smart uses of debt and reinvestment. A property here, a side hustle there, a business reinvested again and again. Every step compounds. And over time, what once looked like a mountain of debt transforms into a mountain of assets. Imagine Lisa. She starts with $2,000 on a credit card, buys equipment to start a cleaning service. Within months, she's paying off the card and pocketing $800 a month. She saves, borrows again, this time for a van, hires 2 employees. 3 years later, her cleaning company clears 6 figures. The same credit card that could have trapped her became her first investor. Wealth is built pipeline by pipeline, brick by brick, until momentum carries you forward. Debt is just the water. Your decisions are the pipeline. The debt you hold right now, is it flowing into a pipeline that creates wealth or a drain that leaves you empty? Debt isn't a death sentence. It's a decision, a weapon, a pipeline. Used recklessly, it traps you forever. Used wisely, it buys freedom. Because wealth is not built on avoiding risk. It's built on managing it. From now, your debt can be heavier chains than ever, or it can be the foundation of your first asset. The choice is yours. So, here's my challenge. Don't just fear debt. Learn it, control it, aim it, turn it into your ally. And if this message hit you today, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button so more people see this truth. Subscribe for weekly motivation and strategies. What's one way you could flip your debt into a wealth-building tool starting today? Your words might spark someone else's journey.